Welcome to Easy Email Marketing. I'm your host, Yale Keown, mum, FIFO wife, MBA, coffee lover, survivor superfan, and creator of the email experience. In Easy Email Marketing, you'll benefit from my nearly 20 years experience, where I'll be teaching you all the tips, tricks, and insider info on how to create feel-good, non-spammy experiences for your subscribers. Let's get stuck in. Welcome back to Easy Email Marketing. I'm your host, Yale Keown, and today's episode, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and share with you the audio of one of the lessons inside my new free course, Get Started with Email Marketing. Inside this lesson, I am sharing how to get your first email signups. So how to get people onto your list. There's a mix of talking about the tech as well as the strategy, and I go deep into a few of the mistakes that you want to avoid. Now, even if you do have a sign-up form set up on your website that maybe your web developer put in place or you put in quickly when you first set up, please still listen to this episode because you might be missing some really important steps. So sit back, enjoy, and if you love this, make sure to also sign up for Get Started with Email Marketing at yalekeown.com/start. How do you get people to sign up to your email list or get your first signups? Now, obviously, if you already have people on your list, please still have a listen because you might be making a few mistakes. But our goal here is to make it exciting and easy for people to sign up to your list. So we want to give them a reason to sign up. No one's just going to give out their email address willingly. They are not going to just go, I feel like another newsletter in my inbox. We need to give them a reason to sign up. We also need to make it easy. Like, we do not want them to have to go through 20 steps, fill out a 20-piece field form to be able to sign up either. Now, if you have not done a sign up before, or you have something very basic that your web developer has put in place on your website just because it needed to put something, please listen up. You do not need to have a big fancy lead magnet straight away. We can do something quickly. So basically, we just need to create a pitch. So this is all about giving them a reason to sign up to your list. Why would they want to be on your list? So think about your brainstorm session about the content you will send. What content are you sending that they want to know about? And pitch that. So I like to put three, join our list. I love to give it a name, like giving you a list, a fun name like VIP Club or Become an Insider, make it sound exciting. But create a pitch and then say, and get this, this, and this. So 3 benefits. And it could be something like get, the latest industry insights, get exclusive subscriber only content, and get occasional offers or get exclusive VIP offers, whatever it is, the reason for people to sign up, but create that pitch. Now, e-commerce businesses, of course, this can totally just be get 10% off your first order. It doesn't have to be. You can choose not to offer a discount, but that can be your pitch. That's a good reason to be on the list. Then you need to create your form. Now, there are 4 options here, and this will depend on what you have with your tech setup. The first one is using a website form with an integration. So sometimes you can go ahead and create the form on the website itself, and then via API connect to your software, and you just say match them to the list or to the group that is for that thing they are signing up for. The second option is an embed form. So this is where you create the form in the email marketing software itself, and then on your website you go and get a HTML code content block, and you put that on your website and you just copy and paste the code and it will just appear there. The third type is a pop-up, and that's using code. So typically, again, you need to be integrated with your website, but say if you're using Klaviyo, you will just have the Klaviyo plugin on your website or Connect app on your website, and you can just turn on and off and it automatically just show. Or sometimes you may need a third-party provider like a Lead Pages, or you might use Divi Forms. You might use some sort of other third-party pop-up provider, whatever it is. And again, you have that integration with your software. So choose what's easiest for you and what works with your tech stack. The most important thing here is just to keep it simple. Just have first name, email address, and a button. I like to do the design more around from your website perspective if you can, so it actually matches the styling of your website. But if you can't, just try to get as close with the form builder as you want, but keep it nice and simple. And then after that, all you need is your delivery or confirmation email automation. So this is just that one email that you're sending that says, here's your discount code, or yay, welcome to my world, and giving a little bit of introduction to you. 3 steps. And that's how you get these first signups. Now, it is tempting to go ahead and want to do a full welcome series and do a whole bunch of other stuff, or to create a lead magnet or give a big reason for people to sign up. But again, the earlier we are getting subscribers onto your list, the better. And this is the quickest way to start that process. Now, let's cover off a few mistakes that I see people make all the time and could be costing you subscribers. Firstly, do not call it a newsletter or sign up for my updates. People do not want another newsletter. That is not a good reason to sign up. Please craft that pitch. It is super, super important. Also, please do not use the words subscribe or sign up for your button. Even submit. Make it fun. Have something like send it to me, or I'm in, or yes, please. Make it more interesting. Again, this is a psychological thing. When people see subscribe, they're like, it can be a little bit turn off, and actually reduces your conversion rates. Please also don't deliver your coupon or your freebie on the thank you message or thank you page. Instead, have that delivered to their inbox. This is important. We need to get people to go to their inboxes, open that email, and ideally click on that email. This is for 2 key reasons. 1, we want people to be in the habit of, they see an email from you, they open it. 2, it makes sure that they gave the correct email address and you've got all the correct information. And actually there's a 3rd reason, and that is for deliverability. So you send someone opening and clicking an email sends fantastic signals to Google, to Yahoo, to Outlook, to Apple Mail, that you are sending emails that people want to open and read and click and engage with. And this increases your sender reputation and means good things, all good things in terms of deliverability. And your first email is the one that will get the most opens and clicks. So please do not deliver it on the thank you, deliver it in the inbox. 4, don't have a pop-up show up immediately on every page or to existing subscribers. So we've all seen those sites where it's just straight away. Now, this is for a key reason. Even if it's for something fantastic, having your pop-up appear straight away, I haven't had a chance to get to know you yet. I haven't decided whether I want to buy something. I have not decided if you are, it's something that's interesting to me. So I'm not ready to give you my email address yet. Or it's just annoying, right? It's just a bad look if I'm constantly getting these pop-ups all the time. So we only want it to appear after a little bit of a delay, and you can set this delay to be a percentage of the page or a time delay. Typically, that's just a few seconds, or also on exit intent. So things are smart enough to know when your little cursor goes up to the X, it can tell, and then it can make that pop-up appear. So it still shows to everyone. You can also set it so that once someone exits out, they will not see it again for a period of time. And in with some, you can even say, don't show this at all to someone if they are already on my list. But along those lines, don't only rely on a pop-up and have no other way to find it. So again, what's that situation where I haven't decided whether I want to sign up. So I exit out and now I browse around your website and I go, oh, I really want to buy now. I wanted that 10% off code, and then it's nowhere else. So please don't rely on that. Make sure it's somewhere else. A great thing that some pop-ups is have a little preview. So once someone exits, it keeps like a little icon in the bottom corner, so someone can always go back to that. Or it's just prominent like on your header or in your footer as well, so people can easily find it. But on that note, don't hide your form in your footer. People rarely scroll all the way to the bottom of your page. So if the only place you have your form is in your footer, sorry, you are not going to get people signing up because they just are literally not seeing it. So it has to be prominent. It's got to be like, you can have that pop-up. You can have like a little sticky bar at the top. It'll be featured somewhere on your home page. It can be in your footer as well. It can be in sidebar. There's so many places that you can put your form. In fact, I recommend putting it in a few places. Now, we do want to be clever about this in that we don't want to override the intention of a page. So if the priority of a page is for someone to purchase because it's a product page or it's a sales page or a services page, I wouldn't put my sign up form at the top of that page, because if they're already at the point where they're about to buy, that's the thing I want them to do. But if it's a page that's about me, or it's the home page, or it's a blog, that's where people are kind of in that those in-between stages. And finally, don't forget your privacy policy. And if you're in Australia, this is a legal requirement. If you are collecting people's email addresses, you need to have a legal privacy policy, and it needs to be on every page where someone can sign up. So if you have a pop-up form, you need to have a link underneath your form with a privacy policy link. And on your website, hopefully in your website footer, you have a privacy policy anyway. But if you were using a third-party lead page builder, make sure your privacy policy is linked on the bottom of those pages too. So that's where we start. The next level, though, is lead magnets or an opt-in incentive. So this is where you are giving someone a incentive for them to sign up to your list, and like they get some sort of freebie, like a PDF download checklist or a video or a course like this. So this is where you get something, and then you can try to increase your level of subscribers because you're really giving something in exchange for that email address. But I recommend you start with that general thing unless you have something set up already. Again, just so you're starting as quick as possible, and then you layer this in once you've got your basics set up and once you've started getting in the habit of emailing. Another question that comes up quite a bit is about double opt-in. So double opt-in is where when someone signs up, they would then receive an email where they need to confirm their email address. I don't actually recommend having this turned on in the majority of cases unless you are starting to have a problem with spam, or you like lots of dodgy email addresses signing up, or you actually have a really high list growth and you really just want to filter people out. And if you do have double opt-in turned on, make sure you make it really clear on the thank you page that someone needs to go and hit confirm. Make it really clear that they won't get their discount code or they won't get their content until they click that email. And make sure you personalize it. Make it better than the default ones, please. And then they can double opt in. But I don't believe you really need to do it all the time. The exception to this may be GDPR. And if you haven't heard of this before, GDPR is the General Data Protection Regulation that exists in the EU and the European Economic Area. And even if you are not in those zones, if you do have subscribers in those areas, you do need to still follow GDPR rules. And basically, the idea is someone needs to give explicit consent to receive your emails. So if someone is signing up for, say, a general like lead magnet to get a freebie, you would need to say at a minimum on that form, you will also receive other emails from us. And make it clear. Some people like to add a little checkbox to this to say, yep, I agree to receive emails, and it will not even submit till it's done. Or some people use double opt-in to make sure this criteria is met. There is some software that can automatically detect where someone's located and do different versions based on this. Now, please know, again, this is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer, so please do consult someone in your area when they know the rules around this. But it is something for you to be aware of, that if you are in the EU or the European Economic Area, or you have subscribers who are in those areas, it is something you need to be aware of. So what do you think? Hopefully you enjoyed that little sneak peek into get started with email marketing. As I mentioned at the top of this episode, this is just one lesson that you can get totally for free. So inside the program, I am sharing with you exactly the step-by-step approach for you to get a start with email marketing. So you will learn not only about these signups, but how to get confident that you've got great ideas, how to choose the right email marketing software, how to overcome some of those mindset blocks that come along with it. I'll introduce you to automations and segmenting, and of course, help you understand how it all fits together, plus so much more. Make sure you get your hands on this at yaelkeown.com/start. Thank you for joining me today. I would love to hear from you about what you've enjoyed from this episode, or what you want to know more about in future episodes. Please do let me know over on Instagram. I'm at Yale Keown, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for listening to Easy Email Marketing. It's an absolute honour that you chose to listen. If you love this episode, then it would mean the world to me if you could leave a review so that others can find this podcast and make their email marketing easy too. Finally, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. Until next time, have an awesome day and make sure to keep showing up and serving in those inboxes.